Okay, good morning. Whether it's rain or shine, spring, winter, summer, fall, whatever, all you got to do is call. No, just a joke. You practice regardless. That's part of the consistency and commitment and equanimity that you get, the ups and downs over time. So let's start with our thumb touching our ring finger and stretching the other fingers, right? Thumb to the ring finger. This is called Akash Mudra. And Akasha means space or openness. The ether, right? The fifth element, not really recognized usually in the West unless it's in Western occult systems. So with this little connection, it's the idea to feel expansive, open, ventilated, fresh, new. And one of the interesting things is the fact that we're all so used to tasks, appointments, errands, doing stuff, working longer hours, being constantly busy. Then we're in overload, overwhelm, and then we wonder why we're so stressed out, why we're so tired. So, without saying we should stop that or not do it to full tilt or whatever you want to say, really involved, living life to the max, whatever. But if you don't regenerate, you cannot keep pouring forth without replenishing at the source of supply. That's how you get burned out. So that's one of the yoga's prime directives. How do you work with everyone? And the basic philosophy is that each person obeys the same laws. We function with gravity, we function with karma, and these are the operations that govern the laws of the body and the mind. And they're just simply saying whoever practices yoga will be enlivened and enlightened in his or her own way. The paths are very, very different, but the goal of being free from whatever keeps you in bondage is the same outreach, same seeking, the same questing that we're all doing. So, to that end, let's see what we can do today. We're going to begin with a combo breathing again. We're doing Ujjayi, but we're doing with Antar Kumbhak, holding it in. We're doing Anuloma with Antar Kumbhak and partially closed alternate nostrils. And then we're doing Viloma 2 with Antar Kumbhak and interrupted exhale. So take your stance, get your nice lift, close your eyes, and feel how the brain is settling from the front to the back, from the top to the bottom. So all the witnessing functions, all the ones that are much more instinctual and less cerebral, they start kicking in. They are the milieu, the space in which everything else happens. Take a few restorative breaths to set the pace. And inhale, Ujjayi. You're really feeling the area from the heart to the chest, not so much lower abdominal area at all. That sound is up there, and then hold the breath. And slowly exhale. Take one restorative breath. And let's begin again. Long, slow, soft, silent, smooth inhale. Pause at the end of the inhale and wait there. Slow, smooth exhale. And restorative breathing. Okay, you're on your own for a cycle or two. Really important to recognize how are you going to arouse the latent power that lies at the base of the spine. It gives tremendous vitality when the dullness that's connected to the way we drag around our choices about survival or pleasure or power, what they call the lower chakras. These have tremendous trapped energies that can be turned into positive health benefits, psychological benefits, relational benefits. So slow, long, subtle, dirga, means slow or long, and sukshma means subtle or refined. So that's what we're doing in these particular techniques, learning how to elongate the time it takes for the breath to come in and make the breath streamlined, aerodynamically smooth. All right, so we're going to do one more after your next exhale. We're going to do one more Antara Kumbhaka. So Ujjayi breathing. And hold the breath. And then slowly release. You notice that when I release, there's no collapse. I maintain the girth and the height of the chest the whole time. And then back to restorative breathing. So now as we move to the next one, which is Anuloma, inhaling both nostrils, holding the breath, and then exhaling through the partially closed opposite nostril. Let's see how that works. I'll talk you through the first two. Inhale, exhale, do your restorative or normal breath. Then raise the hands, widen the nostrils and inhale. Now hold the breath after the internal retention. It's called Antar Kumbhak. 5-6 seconds for the newbies, 8-10 seconds for the continuing students. Then block the right, partially close the left, and exhale. Open both. Inhale. Pause, hold the breath. Block the right, partially close the left, exhale. Drop the hand, normal breathing. I'll talk you through one more, and then you can practice yourself. On your next exhale, raise the hand, keep the chest lifted, chin locked down, open nostril breathing. Wait there now and hold. Block left, partially close the right, exhale. Inhale, open both. Block the right, partially close the left, exhale. Drop your hand and restorative breathing. So as we're practicing, you're on your own now. Open nostril inhale, partially closed alternate nostril exhale. Recognizing the limiting patterns of your own breathing process is really important because most of us, by not paying attention to it, these limiting patterns have become second nature, largely invisible to us, and they need to be recognized and unlearned. So just become aware of your breath as it is. If you watch it as you're practicing, you will see where the discrepancies are and where you can improve your efficiency. Keep lifting the front of your pelvic rim up, tailbone forward and in. That will help power the rest of the spine. I do one more round of open nostril inhale, hold the breath, partially closed, one nostril exhale, and then repeat. Open nostril inhale, hold the breath, and then partially close the opposite nostril, exhale, and then come back into restorative breathing after that cycle. Keep relaxing, releasing, like your brain cells are awakening from hibernation. They're really alert, but they're passive. Keep your chest lifted. Don't allow it to narrow. Make sure that the diaphragm muscles are nice and broad. especially the front edge of your lower outer floating ribs. Pull them back in just like you would in headstand. Don't poke them forward. Even though the thoracic spine moves forward from neck to kidney, that lowest rib, which is a little bit lower than the kidneys in the front, move it back so the skin touches the flesh. Or as Mr. Iyengar would say, the container, the outside, hits the content, what's it's holding underneath. All right, now let's go in for our last breath. It's going to be Viloma 2 after Antar Kumbhak with partially closed nostrils. So I'll talk you through the first two. Inhale, exhale. Allow your navel to move back, indicating a cycle is about to begin. Raise the hand, widen the nostrils completely, and inhale. Long, slow, soft, smooth Ujjayi breath. Now wait there and hold. Now narrow the nostrils and exhale 1/3 at the top of the lungs. Wait. Exhale the middle third of your lungs. Wait. Exhale the bottom third of your lungs. Wait. Drop your hand. Restore to breathing. If you make your Ujjayi deep enough, long enough, and don't overhold the internal retention, and only do 3 pauses on the exhalation, you learn how to have a smooth and controlled cycle. All right, let's try it again. Inhale the breath, open nostrils. Pause and hold the breath. Now narrow the nostrils and exhale a little bit. Wait there. Exhale a little bit more. Wait there. Exhale a little bit more. Wait there. And now restore to breathing. All right, you're on your own for the next minute or so. Now remember, the important thing here, that the quality of your breath, especially the sound, is your guide. So while you're doing this, of course, no straining, no forcing. If the breath loses its soft rhythm and has become harsh or irregular in any way, then your practice is barely over. At least certainly that round is over unless you can get it back. All right, so continue now for 1 or 2 cycles. Inhaling open nostrils. Hold the breath, Antar Kumbhak, and then partially closing the nostrils. Do Viloma 2, the interrupted exhale. Like climbing up and down a ladder, right? You pause at each rung before you take the next step down, right? A pause at each step before you take the next step down. That's how you do the intervals of breath. And then at the end of this, hopefully, we will learn how to do the 4th type of pause called Kevala Kumbhaka, which is natural and non-deliberate. It's not based on the way we normally use mental volition to modulate the breath. So you'll see this just becomes a natural suspension. You're not even trying to do it anymore. All right, 1 more round at your own pace. Take as little or as many restorative breaths as you need. Keep relaxing the face, the muscles, relaxing the eyes as you do it. Keep rolling your shoulders back and down. And then 1 more deep Ujjayi inhale, followed by the holding the breath in, internal retention, Antar Kumbhak. As long as your body's steady, no shakiness, you narrow the nostrils and do 3 or 4 interrupted exhales. Remember, like pausing by stepping down a ladder, wait, getting secure footing, stepping down to the next one, and so forth. When you finish that, come back to restorative breathing. Bring your hands back to Akash Mudra, thumb touching ring finger. And just take a quick scan of your body. See how you've done today. Then eyes closed, raise your head up. And then eyes open. Welcome back. I hope this serves you. Enjoy. Practice longer if time permits.